What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and this is well, get ready for this title, guys. Adventure Time. Explore the dungeon because I don't know. Yup. That's the title of the game, folks. That's literally it. I played this on the 3DS. Came out in 2012, I think. Came out in the 3DS. And it's, based off the title, it's pretty much what you'd expect. It's an Adventure Time video game. It was their first venture into video games at all, right at the height of their popularity. If you guys don't know what Adventure Time is, they were a cartoon that ran on Cartoon Network. Crazy thing. Cartoon on Cartoon Network. It's pretty wild, I know. But they ran on there early 2010s. They had a big rivalry back in the day with Regular Show. But they've been since discontinued, but still are very widely known to this day. My personal experience with Adventure Time is very minimal. I was not a big Cartoon Network watcher at all when I was a kid. I was more with Nickelodeon on that side. I knew of Cartoon Network, and I watched it a little bit. I usually watched it with my friends who were more big into Adventure Time. And also Regular Show used to be a big thing. It used to be when we were younger, it used to be, Regular Show is better than Adventure Time. Adventure Time sucks. And now it's kind of like reversed, which is weird. I don't know. I think they're both just okay shows. Like, not anything great, but nothing horrible either. So, but, Jeff the Mellows again gifted me this game and, let me borrow it. It wasn't a gift. He let me borrow it. So I decided to give it a shot. And, glad I'm done with it. I didn't finish the game, by the way. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know, it's just because I'm on like a game playing burnout, or just because the game was just not great, like too mediocre for me. Maybe it's because I'm not a big Adventure Time fan. Maybe a little bit of mix of everything. But I just had no motivation to beat this game. I played it a good amount, tried out a lot of the combat, explored with a lot of different attacks and collector's items in the game and dialogue and characters, and tried to see as much of the game as I possibly could. And I resorted to other ways of looking at other stuff, like on other YouTube videos about the game, to kind of see, this is where you get to help connect my dots a little bit, so that I can get a cohesive review out to you guys. But yeah, it just wasn't anything special. First off, a really, really long title. And I know this is probably on par for what Adventure Time really is. Again, I've never watched a lot of Adventure Time, so I wouldn't know. But from what I could tell based off of this game and the little bit of Adventure Time that I've watched and everything, this seems like something that's on par with Adventure Time. You guys saw my review of South Park Fractured But Whole. You know that that game is very in line with South Park. And I'm not the biggest South Park fan either, but I am a big fan of adult comedy, and they did it right. This game shows that the show was outdated, for sure. And one thing else is, let me get some other functionality pieces of the game. I've been rambling on for like 4 minutes about my thoughts on Adventure Time and the title and whatnot, but let's jump into a couple other things. One that really annoyed me right off the bat: why is the B button the main selection and action button? Why is B the main button? Like, could you not have it be A? Is this not... I mean, we can go back to the fucking days of the NES. We could go back to the fucking days of the Atari 2600, which didn't even have an A and B button. And we could say, yeah, A and B is how you do it. A is to select, A is like the main way to attack, B to go back. Literally, that's why they're fucking called A and B buttons. That's why they're called A and B buttons. A to attack, B to go back, A to attack, B to go back. That is literally why they are called that. But no, Adventure Time just wants to, have a little bit of adventure out into the fucking stupid realm of stupidity and just say, oh, nope, B is attack, A is go back. Why? As somebody who has been playing a lot of video games recently, the main action button needs to stay consistent between games. When I play a game where A is the main attack button, and I spend a lot of time getting used to that, in fact, multiple games where that's the case, and then you flip the script on me, why? Because I literally sat in the main options room I sat in like the main menu of the game for like 10 minutes because I'm spamming A. So it's like start game. It's not doing anything. Like, is the game frozen? Is it broken? Is my 3DS dying? Is it lagging? What's going on here? Lo and behold, I'm just starting spamming buttons, and then eventually I slap the B button and something finally fucking happens. Whatever. Just stupid. Now, one thing I did really like about this game, you have the option to play any character you want, whenever you want. And I wish that's something that more games like this would adapt. Games where, such as South Park, for example, or like games based off of shows, or along those lines, you could, like, during the main story, it'd be nice to be able to switch up a character and play as multiple different characters, to get to know all their abilities and to progress through different parts of the game. And it's not like it's mandatory to switch characters either. You can do it whenever you want. And it's not required. You can save one character, you can go to multiple. And I really like that. It gives me an opportunity to explore them all. That was really good. Now, the main part of this game, the main premise of this game, is simply you gotta beat the shit out of literally everything. You gotta go through dungeons, you gotta go through all these dungeon rooms to collect items and collect treasures and put the prisoners back in their place, And, when I talked about Dinosaurs of Combat, Giants Combat, whatever the fuck the game is called, I don't know. When I talked about that game, basically the same thing, where it's just, it feels very, what's the word? Monotone, but monotone's not the word. Meniscus, I don't think that's the word either. Repetitive, I'm just going to say repetitive. Feels very repetitive, where you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, some of the enemies are somewhat difficult, but it's not like they're like asinine horrible. It's not anything too out there as far as, enemy difficulty. So it just feels like you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I mean, the dungeons do vary in amount of enemies, size, what's in them, the navigation levels. Like, they're different. But really what it reminded me of was like Legend of Zelda meets Pikmin, kind of. Pikmin 2. Because Pikmin 2, you're going through a lot of dungeons and stuff underground. Zelda, again, all about dungeons and whatnot. That's kind of what this game felt like to me. I'm not a big fan of Zelda. Pikmin 2 is not the greatest on my radar either, so not a good omen for this game. But honestly, I mean, it's not like it's like difficult, like you have to go through the dungeons and whatnot. It's just repetitive, having to kill everything and doing it over and over and over again. You gotta do a lot too. That's a lot, from what I could tell. And I get it, that's part of the mission. And it's also fitting kind of in line for Adventure Time, and I get that. I have to respect the fact that I don't like Adventure Time as many other people. And people, I might not get a lot of the premises of the storylines or whatnot. So I'm willing to accept that part of it. But I don't know. This game just feels kind of boring, to be honest. Now, it feels like another game that was catered towards younger kids, like 6, 7, 8 year olds. Back when it came out, and it's also dedicated to Adventure Time fans. So I get that. I'm neither of those at this point in my life, so it's not really my kind of game. So just know that going in, if you choose to play this game, if you have it already, or buy it if you want to buy it and play it. Just know it might there's probably other games that are more worth your money and time. Unless you're just trying to fill out your collection or something like that. It's nothing too crazy to pick up. But if you're a big Adventure Time fan, then yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up this game. You might enjoy it a little bit more than I did, personally. So that's something to note and to think about. So for my final score for, get ready for this title again, Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon, because I don't know. And they say that a lot in the game, by the way, as well. I don't know. Because I don't know. Just because I don't know. And you know what? That's a good motto to have for my channel. I make videos because I don't know. You people watch my videos because I don't know. But I love that you do. So I can't think of anything else because I don't know. My final score, get ready for this. I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10 because I don't know. But no, I think it's just a mediocre game for me. So nothing great, nothing horrible, just mediocre. That's going to do it, though, for this game review. If you've ever played this game, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. And I'll do your thoughts on it. So if you played into the other Adventure Time games as well, or if I'm missing any like big plot points from Adventure Time or anything from this game plot-wise that I forgot to include, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know what I did wrong in the comment section down below as well. So that's going to do it for this game review and for this video. Stay tuned for much more amazing content. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.